Hi, it's Clyde at Vibrant Soap, and today I'm going to do a remake of my green tea and pear cold process soap. I hope there's enough light for you today because we're having one of those rare rainy days in San Diego, but we really need it. I'll show you a picture of the canyon out behind our house, and there it is. A lot of trees back there, and we're always worried about the wildfires if we don't get enough rain. But it's kind of catch-22 because the rain makes the plants and trees grow, and so there's more fire fuel after the plants grow some more. But we do like the rain, and it's good to see it. Let's get started with our color tutorial. Hey, the closest thing that I can tell you about this color scheme is that it's on the analogous type of color scheme. So gold kind of falls into the category of a yellow-orange because we don't really have a strong metallic in soaps, and by that I mean it doesn't shine like real gold, but you see those micas that have a nice sheen and shimmer to them. So we have to play with it a little differently because it's not really a true shiny metallic that we're working with. So I'm just going to call it a yellow-orange. So get that on there. So this is simulating my gold. Probably a little bit more orange to it, something like that. That's going to represent my pear color, like a golden pear. And then we're going to go to a bright green. Those look really nice together, as they are. So it's kind of skipping the yellow to go from this yellow-orange to the green way down here actually, so it's not really a true analogous, but it's the closest thing we can really talk about. And then I'm going to add a shade of green. So there's my green, but I'm going to add a little black to it, kind of simulating green tea, which isn't a bright green color. Not exact, but and then I'm going to have some white, which you can't see on white paper, but I do it anyway. But I want to show you a little bit about this particular color wheel, and it's really handy to use. Let's see this side. You see these little windows here. It's really handy to see that if you add red to this color up here, you're going to get this red-orange. So you can kind of get an idea. It's really basic, but you can see basically what we're going for. It doesn't take into account that if you add more red, you change that a bit, but you get a basic idea. You know, adding red to this violet, you get a red-violet, purple with the blue, and so on. But then it also shows you what will happen if you add yellow to this color on the outer part of the wheel. You get a green. So you see this brown here. That's what we've been talking about with the browning effect, that if you mix a purple and yellow, which are the exact opposite each other, they're opposite from each other on the color wheel, you get a brown. Most of us want to stay away from that. And a red-violet with this yellow. The red in there causes a sort of orange, but then it's turned brown a bit by the blue that's in that, and so forth. And it shows you what happens if you add blue to the color on the outside of the wheel. Pretty nifty, huh? And then if you add white to it, you get these pastels. So what I'm saying is it's basic. For example, I'm using this green, and pretty much this is true to that, what the color wheel is saying you're going to get. But if I really wanted to get a blacker version or a darker shade of green, it's not on the color wheel, but you still got the idea of what you're heading toward when you mix those colors. So now you can see that this shade of green is darker than this one, but it's just because I added more black. If you're playing with your color wheel, you can take a look at all these different things that it can do. And little by little, I'm showing you what I know, at least. I don't know everything, but I'll share what I know. And let's get on to our soap. Okay, the oil mixture is already blended. You've seen that many times already. So here goes the lye. Everything's at about 100 degrees. Let's speed this up. Okay, that's really well emulsified. Let's get the colors and fragrance in that. Okay, this is doing really well. Let's get the fragrance in there. It's my blend of green tea and Anjou pear fragrance. It really does smell good. It smells really fresh. Okay, let's blend that a little bit. So here's my bright green, and I added a little bit of yellow and titanium dioxide to that. Here's my green with black. Here's my orange with gold. So there's my white. Let's blend these. So the only difference I'm going to do in this, between this and the black raspberry one that I just tried this way, is to not have as many pores so that the stripes are fewer and far between than the darkest color. Pour a bunch of that. And the orange. And the bright green. I poured about half of all those colors. Then I go back with the white. Black. Just keep some for the top. The orange. And maybe a little bit more white. Okay, so let's get the mold. Okay, so the difference is, last time, I'll show you a clip of it, I poured from the side, which is going to make tighter swirls. So I'm going to go laterally like this. Of course, I can't see what I'm doing, but I think I'll get more definition this way. And then do the top. Let me pound this down first. This is going to be a big bar. I like this muted orange that came out. So I mixed some ochre and gold to this. Finally, the white. Okay, so I pounded that down a bit, and let's see, first of all, how thick that is. Okay, let's do this. I kind of like that, but let's try maybe 2 long ways. Oh good, I like that better. Sometimes you regret it and you can't go backward in time. Haven't learned how to do that yet. I think that's a great color for the scent. Okay, so this is my second time I've made this green tea and pear. Let's bring that up a little closer. And I can't wait to see what it's going to look like on the inside. Thanks for watching this Clyde Vibrant Soap, and you know, I'll be back eventually. Hopefully I'll make some soap real soon. Take care. Bye everybody. Okay, let's see how this turned out. That's interesting. It's like a little boat. That is not what I was expecting, but it's pretty cool. And it's pretty understandable how that happened with the way it was poured. Soap is just always full of surprises. Just a difference in the way it was poured in the mold. Just so different from the last one. Because in the bowl pours that I did is pretty much identical to how I did the black raspberry vanilla, but pouring it laterally, as I thought about it, would make a big difference, and it did. It's very feathery. I like it because it's different. I'm trying to find things that are different. It's very difficult because there's so many great soapers out there that are very inventive. And I want to be like that too. Oh, that's cool. I like the colors for this scent too. The scent smells really good. It's green tea and pear. And the first time we made it, it was a little bit heavy on the green tea part, but this time I added more pear. It's a little bit of glycerin rivers in there, but not too much. And sort of goes with this design, so it's a little disguised. And there's the last cut. Okay, this has been the cutting of green tea and pear, and this is Clyde at Vibrant Soap. Thanks for watching, and I'm trying to figure out what my next soap will be. But we'll see you soon. Bye.